eyes were really heavy. I am not okay. And I really just wanted to lay in bed and sleep. Do you want me to be in pain? I think you do. And my eyes keep shutting. We're not quitters. It's Love Month, so let's read romance books for 24 hours. That seems like the most fitting way to celebrate Love Month, in my humble opinion. Now listen, I can't do 24 hours straight. The schedule's not allowing that, okay? We can't do that. I'm splitting up into 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. It is Sunday night, 10 p.m. I'm thinking, because I'm stressed about fitting this all in with everything else I have to do, I'm going to start it tonight, and I'm gonna read before bed. That might only be 15 minutes. I don't know, but I'm stressed, and so I'm gonna start it, okay? Okay, let's do this thing. I am about 4 hours in. It's like 9 or 10 a.m. and I'm exhausted. That's not a good start to a 24-hour readathon. I didn't sleep very well last night and I really just wanted to lay in bed and sleep. So instead I'm laying in bed and reading at a very slow pace. I think I'm gonna switch to the couch. I don't think I even really talked to you at all about the books I'm reading. I'm in the middle of 2 books. I have an audiobook. I'm reading The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez on Spotify. I am currently 208 pages in. I listened to it a lot last night. I listened to it as I got ready for bed, as I just kind of laid in bed. I listened to it this morning for an hour just laying in bed. I'm over halfway, so I have 4 hours left of this and I'll get through that relatively quickly, I feel like. The book that I'm physically reading is King of Sloth by Anna Huang. This is the 4th book in the Kings of Sin series. I don't love this series, to be honest, but I still enjoy it and want to know what's going on, and I'm wanting to read it, so I am. This one, oh, I didn't even mention what the Friend Zone's about. My brain, mush. Friend Zone is Kristen and Josh. They're the best man and maid of honor at their best friend's wedding. It takes place in LA, which is cool because I'm in LA, and he really wants kids and she can't have kids medically, physically, and that's on the back of the book. And so she's like, oh, we fit so well together, but I can't have him. And he's like, I don't know why she's not committing, but I like her. That's the book. I've heard mixed things about it, and honestly I get why it's not Abby Jimenez's best work, but I think this was her first book, or I'm not fully sure, but it came before the Part of Your World trilogy, which is so good. So I'm not expecting perfection from this, but I've heard better things about the Happy Ever After playlist, which is the next book after this. They're interconnected series or standalones. There's 3 books in this series as well, but I want to read them in order. Right now, she kind of annoys me. I get why she's not being fully upfront about what's going on with her. It makes sense, but I am just like, girl, we can just communicate this and solve things so much easier. And there's a plot line in it that I wasn't expecting that's not on the back of the book, and I'm not enjoying it. This one follows Sloane and Xavier, who we've met in the previous books. Sloane is in that friend group of all the other women for the other female main characters in the previous books, and Xavier is her client. She is a publicist, and he is just this rich guy who's doing stupid crap all the time, and she has to wrangle him in. I am 66 pages in. I'm reading at a really slow pace, especially since I'm just so tired. Right now, they're it's Bane and there's attraction, but they're both kind of avoiding it. That's all I've got for you. I have 18 hours left and I am so tired. My plan to be on the couch didn't help. On that couch, right over there, I was reading King of Sloth and my eyes were really heavy. And then I started laying down, and then I thought, I just can't physically read. Let me keep listening to the audiobook. I fell asleep, but only for a few minutes. I was still in the same chapter that I fell asleep during when I woke up, so I had to go back. And I was like, this is not working. So I got up. I finally brushed my teeth today, even though it's almost noon, and my mouth is minty and awake, and I put on my contacts, so I can't fall asleep because I can't sleep with contacts in. And hearing, I don't love audiobooks of fiction books a lot of the times. I don't know why, but it takes me out of it. And so I feel it's also partly why I'm not fully obsessed with this. But hearing the narrator, especially like who's voicing Kristen, like being so heartbroken over why she can't be with the man she loves. Oh, it hurts me. It makes me so sad for her. And my heart goes out to them. But I'm also like, just talk about it. Just talk. Just try talking. So they're kissing, which is normal for a romance novel, but it just seems so out of place. Like this didn't feel like a romantic or sensual moment, and yet this is the moment that they gave in. I feel like this, honestly, most of all of the books in this series, but especially this one, there's not enough tension built up. And we start off really early, like comments about how they're attracted to each other, but like barely, not really, not much. And then all of a sudden, they're kissing right now. It just doesn't seem like natural, or like it doesn't flow. And I don't feel their chemistry or connection. I don't understand how this is the same author that the Twisted series, which has amazing tension, amazing chemistry and connection. I don't understand why these books are lacking in that so much when the Twisted books have that so well. Like, I don't get why or how they like each other. I only think they like each other because they like somewhat mentioned it. But if they didn't mention it, I would not be able to tell. I have no idea why they're interested in each other and in what ways or how. I have about 16 hours left and my eyes keep shutting. It is only 4:30 p.m. Why am I so tired? Well, I've had a busy week, but still, I think I'm gonna take like a 5-minute dance break because that feels necessary. And then I think I'm gonna take a shower and listen to the audiobook of The Friend Zone. So hopefully that'll snap me awake. Here's hoping. I am not okay. Abby, why are you doing this to me? I don't know how she can make this better. I don't know how. It is time for the halfway update. It is like just after 9. I am a little bit over 12 hours in, have 11 hours and 49 minutes left. Let's talk about what we've done so far. I've read 100-ish more pages since the last time I told you about this one, King of Sloth. I am on page 210, chapter 25. I finished The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. This was supposed to be my audiobook for the entire 24 hours, so I wasn't supposed to finish this today. I was supposed to like keep it for tomorrow for day 2 of this so that I could also listen to it when I was like cooking or eating, or if I go for a walk or going to the bathroom or showering or just needed a moment. I wasn't supposed to use up my entire audiobook on day 1, but I was invested, okay? I wanted to know what was gonna happen, and like hearing the pain in the audiobook narrators' voices, oh, it got me. And you know what? I think I have beef now with Abby Jimenez, okay? No one warned me about the subplots in this book, especially the second half of this book. Why is that a thing? Abby, why did you do that to me? Do you not like me? Do you hate me? Do you want me to be in pain? I think you do, and I'm kind of offended. What was that ending? Or not the ending, but what was that subplot of the second half of the book? Why was that a thing? But I love this book. Well, I don't love it. Okay, I lied. I love aspects of this book. I really enjoyed the couple. I do think they give soulmate energy. I am rating it 3.5 stars though. Because those subplots, the subplot in the first half of the book, I was annoyed by. I was like, why are we doing this? I don't enjoy that. The subplot in the second half of the book, I was like, why are we doing that? Why do we need that? And I do feel like Kristen should have just communicated sooner, but I do think it's a beautiful story with dealing with infertility and kind of just the mental toll it takes, but also the physical toll, and that journey and arc that she goes through, and how Josh is there for her and like loving her and supporting her in that, I think is really beautiful. And I do feel like they were giving so much energy. So I cared about them a lot, but I think it could have been executed a little bit better, and the subplots pissed me off. And then I was kind of hitting a wall, and so I was like, okay, it's time for the graphic novel. And so I picked up volume 5 of Heartstopper. I read this whole thing in a little over an hour, and I think I'm gonna rate it 4 stars. I watched the series on Netflix, and the series already like is caught up with the books. There's gonna be a 6th volume, but I don't know when it's gonna be released. It's gonna be the last one, sadly. I already knew what was gonna happen in this book, but truly, this whole thing is just them having sex. They're 16. This is a graphic novel. No, they don't like see anything like that. This is still like a young adult romance and book. But like, this whole thing is just about them being like, oh, I think I'm ready to go further, and like, ooh, when can we do this, and how do we do that? And it's nothing's explicit, nothing's graphic, no. But it's basically what this whole plot, of course that's what the whole plot is basically about. Of course there's some stuff with Nick prepping for uni and like trying to figure out what he wants to do for university. And so like, there is more to the story, and you still see Charlie's like recovery and like his growth and that stuff, but like this is pretty much all about them like going further, and I didn't care to read about that. Like, Charlie turned 16 in this book, and listen, everyone's at their own pace, but I don't want to be reading about 16-year-olds hooking up, even if it's with the love of their life. I don't want it. We've completed 2 books. We're 45% through this one. I am not loving this. I don't feel a connection between the characters. I'm gonna keep reading it, but I might softy enough it for this video and might pick up other books on my January or February TBR that just interest me more. I already think I know which one I want to read. So, see you tomorrow for day 2, 11 and a half more hours to go. Yes. I don't know what that was. See you tomorrow. Guys, this isn't good. I've read like 20 pages. Nope, I've read 4 pages of King of Sloth, and I keep falling asleep and my eyes keep shutting. And I'm like 2 chapters into Fragile Sanctuary, but I realized I still have like 10 and a half hours left, and it's like 6 p.m. I had a late start. I'm not finishing this tonight. I have some plans tomorrow, but I might be able to read a little bit here or there, so I'll time it when I can. And then the next day I am on a like 5-hour flight. I might need to plan ahead. This is gonna take a few more days than I had originally planned. That's okay, that's okay. So I wanna finish this before I leave. So I wanna finish this today, but I have over 200 pages left. It's not an audiobook, which I wish it was. I'm tired and I'm bored. Okay guys, here's the update. 2 hours later, it's like 7:30, 8-ish p.m. I fell asleep and I napped. Not a good quality nap though. My neck hurts, I'm still tired. I don't feel like doing everything else I need to do. I need to shower and pack for my trip when I leave, like tomorrow. And at some point in my sleep, when I was like grabbing my phone, setting alarms, texting people, I turned off the timer. I know there was around 10 and a half hours left, but I don't know exactly how much. This has been my most disorganized, chaotic readathon. And part of me saw that and was like, do I just give up now? Do I give up now? Because the thought of trying to like now have this video go on for a whole week kind of stresses me out. But I've only read 2 books fully and half a book that I think I'm gonna soft DNF. Like, this isn't good. They like just hooked up. I don't know why. I don't care. I don't know why they like each other. I don't know why they're attracted to each other all of a sudden. I don't know where the plot's going. I don't care. My head hurts. I don't feel like reading about them. I read like a paragraph and my eyes are shutting. I don't feel like bringing this on my trip home with me. So I might save it for when I come back. Oh, also in other news, look what arrived today. So off topic, but how amazing. Onyx Storm came out today. I pre-ordered it on Amazon, and so it arrived today. I'm not reading this for like a little bit, but I'm so excited. Okay, anyway, so I don't know if do I stop the video here or do I just keep going? Because I want to have more books in this video for you guys, and I want it to be more entertaining and more like lovey because it's Valentine's month. I'm done reading for the day. I'm not. I think my brain is shot. I'm tired. I need to pack. I need to organize my brain. The book I'm going to focus on is Fragile Sanctuary. I'll read a little bit tomorrow if I can. I'll read it during my flight. I'll finish it at home. And I'll bring other books home too. And I'm just going to put 10.5 hours on the clock, okay? I feel like I'm failing this because I am. This seems like a failure, but we're going to stick with it. We're not quitters. We're just re-strategizers to help us succeed. That's right. Okay, I'll see you guys when I see you. I have failed miserably. Miserably, I tell you. I'm back home. I'm in what used to be my sister's room, used to be a guest room, now is just storage. My plan was to keep reading and finishing up the timer, the remaining time left on the clock while on the plane and being home. Well, I'm in a reading slump. Okay, hold on, let me get the book that I'm in the middle of. Parkour! Parkour! Whoa! I read Fragile Sanctuary further on the plane, got to page 161. I am really enjoying it. I don't know if I mentioned what it's about, but small town, he is like former FBI and he's escaped to the small town because of something that happened that went wrong. I don't fully know yet. I have an idea based on what other booktubers have said. And so he's in the small town working with his best friend on like a construction site thing, and his best friend's little sister is a love interest, and they are like kind of grumpy sunshine, not enemies to lovers, but just like because she's like wants to be friends with him, but he's like, you know, as bookmen are, but he's growing a soft spot. And then the danger from his past, maybe, I don't really know, but danger is coming to her, and so now he's about to become protector. I'm really enjoying this book. However, I am in a reading slump because of everything that happened the past month, of the LA fires, evacuating, my stuff getting stolen, things going on in my personal life. Like my brain has been pulled in 1,000 directions and I haven't been able to like really read. I've softy enough 2 books. Oh, I was gonna read this in this challenge as well, but I'm giving up. We're not quitters, but I'm giving up. I have 7 hours and 19 minutes remaining, and I can't do it. I don't want to force myself to read, especially while I'm home. I want to enjoy my time home with family and friends and just have a good time, a restful, restorative time, rather than forcing myself to read. I did softy enough King of Sloth, but when I get back, I plan to get back to it and to finish it. I'm gonna keep reading this, but just slowly. I'll try to get to this book this trip as well, but I'm not gonna hold myself to it. I brought like 4 or 5 books with me here, so I don't know what I'll actually finish. This technically might have been my worst 24-hour readathon yet. I really failed miserably here, but I read for, what's 24 minus 7? 17? I read for 17 hours, and that is awesome. So it's okay, I'll do better next time. So if you want to see next time where I am going to try to be better and more disciplined with my reading, and hopefully I'll be out of a reading slump, please subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you don't miss the next 24-hour readathon, and I promise it's coming soon. Bye!
Sunset whispers in the breeze, memories hold me tight.